Good day, guys. Now, welcome back. Let's take a look at WTI crude oil for this week. We'll try to predict where this price will be moving for this week. So, if you've not subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Make sure you like and make sure you comment. I would love to watch out for it. First of all, I would love us for us to actually start from the monthly time frame, from the higher time frame, to be able to understand this full trend of this WTI crude oil. First of all, now this trend, now we can take a look at this trend. I think this movement started around this February, right? We started this movement around, I think this was March. This was around March. This was March, right? So this is an uptrend move. You all clearly can see March 2020, right? That's early 2020. We'll be going bullish for some times. And I've also included this moving average. For those of you that trade with this moving average, you all know once our price is above the 10 period moving average, then our price is on a bullish move, right? But if it is below it, then we are actually on a bearish move. Now take a look at it. This has been a bullish move, right? Now I want you to see these movements. You can see that this was an uptrend move. Here comes the correction, right? Here comes the uptrend move and correction. So we can see another impulse movement upward. Of course, we expect the correction to be made, and this is it, right? So I know we will all be expecting another bullish move. This is exactly what our technical aspect is showing us, right? We are all expecting another bullish move, right? Now, before we actually take the trade on this technical aspect, I want us to actually take a look at what this fundamental analysis says. So on the fundamental analysis, we all know the news that was released about 3 weeks ago, whether 3 or 4 weeks ago, where about OPEC has decided to actually cut oil prices right down about 2 million per barrel. You all know the effect of it. Once there's a reduction in this oil price, the price will actually go up, right? So we saw the price kind of going up and everything. So we all predicted that it's a bullish move because it makes sense that this our technical analysis makes sense that we start going bullish, right? Now, also notice something that happened in this fundamental aspect of it. We all know about the US where they start releasing oil reserve, to try and contain the oil price, right? Where some of the reserve oil has been released, kind of manipulating this oil price. Now, take a look at it during that period where oil, this OPEC decided to cut oil price. We saw that it got to a peak within this month of about $93, right? Currently, then after some time, the reserve oil has been released, then now dropped to 89, right? So what do you think it will still happen? I still believe this WTI crude oil will drop for a little bit, then a continuous bullish move will occur on this WTI crude oil. The thing is that the reason why this oil reserve has just been released is just control price for some times, not for long time, right? Since OPEC has decided not to increase their oil production, then certainly the price will definitely go. So if you have to look at it from the long time, we would see that this our price on our WTI crude oil will definitely go bullish. But for some time, it will kind of possibly drop to $85. Who knows? For just for some time, probably by December, when consumption of oil will be needed, or all this crude oil will be needed more, then price will definitely rise because I think the reserve will not be able to keep up with the demand for such products. So that is it on WTI crude oil, though we'll be expecting a bullish move, but for some time now, we kind of see like a correction. That would now let us go to our weekly time frame. That should now take us down to our weekly time frame. Now, take a look at this movement on WTI crude oil, right? We saw that this price has been dropping, right? So, what can we see here? This drop is kind of on a correction on our monthly time frame. We all can see this correction, this drop, right? Is a correction on our monthly time frame. So this is kind of on a bearish move. Now take a look at this moving average because I love trading from the moving average, especially on the weekly time frame. Where is the price? My price is above the 10 period moving average. That is to tell you that we will be going bullish anytime soon. So we can take this as an impulse move. Here comes the correction, right? We will be expecting another bullish move to actually break out above this high. So this is exactly what I believe. So maybe this week, once the price can get to this level here, I believe it will drop. again. So exactly what I believe. Though it might not play out that way though. But one thing I know for sure is that we should be expecting a bullish move this week that we are expecting, because one, the price is above the 10 period moving average. Except this price manages to break below our 10 period moving average, then I would advise you to actually short this price movement, right? So we should be expecting a bullish move. And if not, we might see a bearish move whereby our WTI crude will drop, due to, trying of, due to the policy of trying to control, price of oil, thereby releasing oil reserve. You can take a look at this movement. If in case it will drop, we can take a look at this impulse. Here comes the correction, right? Here comes the impulse move downward, and here comes the correction. Here comes the impulse, right? Kind of broke below it a little bit though. Comes the correction, and now this impulse move has been made. You saw this correction. As long as this correction has not broken, since correction has not broken above this previous lower highs, then we might consider still seeing it as a lower lows. But if this price can give us that bullish move, you know bullish move this week, break this level here, and next week the bullish move was made again that break above this highs, then definitely I can show you that the WTI crude oil is now on a bullish move. But will it happen? Well, I don't think it will be happening anytime soon. The price is still fluctuating, by the way, due to supply and demand. All the fundamental aspect of it, we all know the fundamental news. So this technical aspect, you can't really tell where this price should be moving for this month though of November though. Price can kind of give us that bearish move. But I personally think that this price will give us a bullish move this week. Since we had a bullish move last week, notice we actually opened and closed bullish last week. The week that just finished, we actually opened and closed bullish. Then I believe this week we will actually open and close bullish. At least this price will actually come back to this 93, what the price got to around the period of October. Price actually got to this level around October before it dropped. So I would be seeing this movement like this impulse move. Here comes the correction, right? And I will be expecting another bullish move. So guys, if you are to take this trade, if we are to analyze it and sit like this, we would want to go bullish. Secondly, we can see that this price is above our moving average, and we will still aim to go bullish. So weekly time frame, we are still expecting a bullish move, though we don't know how it will play out though, but we are expecting a bullish move on our WTI crude oil. Now let's see what this daily time frame says, by the way. So you can take a look at this price here. You can see price has rejected here, right? Price has rejected here. Let's see if price will actually come down a little bit, reject before it goes bullish again and take out this level of 93. So like I said again, I'm expecting this WTI crude oil to take out a level of 93, but before that I would love to see a pullback, kind of like a drop, then a continuous bullish move that will get to a level of 93. That will be happening this week. So WTI crude oil, if you have to take a look at this movement, let's wait for this price to actually come, hit our 10 period moving average. By that time, once price dropped, it should have hit the 10 period moving average. Then a bullish move would be made. Like I said again, I would be expecting our WTI crude oil to actually close bullish this week that we are predicting for. So we would want to see it take out a level of 93. If it does not take the level of 93 this week, then we should probably see it take the level of 93 next week. So we have within this week, we are trying to predict an upper week that's for our WTI crude oil should actually hit a level of 93. So let's take a look at this movement here. We can take a look at this ice here, a pullback, right? Here another ice. After the ice, we are all expecting a pullback, right? So let's see, maybe the pullback might drop to $86. Once the pullback has dropped, then we can now go long again on WTI crude oil. So there's every possibility it might not drop to $86, though we would be having a pullback for that drop on WTI crude oil. It is not a must it gets to 86 before you decide to go long. It might drop to 85, who knows? It might drop to 87, who knows? But one thing we know for sure is that a pullback or a bearish move should be made on WTI crude oil, then another bullish move, thereby breaking this ice. And if possible, in a week or 2 weeks time, we should get to a level of 93 on WTI crude oil. So WTI crude oil, a pullback should be made first before we go long. And let's see what this 4-hour time frame says, by the way. So take a look at this trend or this 4-hour time frame. What can you see? this is a bullish move, right? So price has been above 10 period moving average, right? So you can see, let's start this movement from here. So I'll start it from here. Here comes highs, correction, rise, right? Correction, highs, right? So I'm expecting a correction should actually drop further down, possibly drop to this level here. Where price has tested multiple times. If you are following my channel consistently, I do see it, and you will see it that once price has reacted to a level previously, price will definitely drop to that same level and react again. We saw price came to this level and reacted here, right? We saw it came and reacted here. We saw it also come here and react here. So I believe this price will definitely come here before it actually push up. So there's every possibility it drop to a level of 87, if not a level of 86, then a continuous bullish move. So WTI crude oil would still go long, but first you should expect a pullback before we go long.